Hey, Amazing Amphros here, and I'm going to talk to you guys today a bit about custom moves. Custom moves are my personal favorite addition to the new Smash game. They're this really interesting subsystem in which you can take your character's 4 special moves, and for each one choose between 3 different moves to put into that slot. That really just opens up the game and adds so many options. It can let you attack from new angles, it can improve your recovery potential, and it can even let you do some of those awesome things you've always wanted to do. Before, you could only see Ganon's sword like this, after all. And most of the community is really excited by this system, too. There was a poll on Smashboards to ask how players felt about custom moves, and 88% of them said they really wanted to see this system legal in tournament. But then you look at what's actually happened since the game's come out. A whole lot of TOs have just not allowed custom moves to be picked. And they're not just going against the will of the people. I talked to a lot of them trying to find out what they were thinking, and they all cited the same basic concerns, which were all logistical. They really liked custom moves in terms of their gameplay implications. Who wouldn't? They're just great. But in terms of actually making them work, there's some real challenges here. For one, unlocking them is a tedious grind. There's just no way around it. I haven't even finished fully unlocking my Wii U, though I'm close, but I'm really dedicated and actually play a lot of Smash single player. Getting every setup you have at a tournament with everything unlocked is a difficult task for most TOs, and if you have a ton of tournament-owned setups like somewhere like Apex will have, it quickly becomes an impossible task. Even if you somehow get everything unlocked, there's a secondary problem of time in tournament. It's not quite as bad as a lot of people think. It takes about 20 seconds to build a moveset if you have things unlocked on the Wii U, and 40 seconds to import from a 3DS if you have to do that. But if you do this multiple times per set, in every set in the tournament, it will add up. And I understand a lot of TOs are hesitant to spend any extra tournament time when they already tend to burn a couple of extra hours because that one guy went to get food or seems to take 8 minutes for every game and they always go to game 3. Believe me, I've been there. So I really thought how we can make this incredible system that does so much good for the game practical for us to use. I consulted with a lot of the best minds in the community. I ended up working together with hundreds of different players to solve this. And the fruit of all our labor is here today, the standard custom moveset project. This idea hinges on 2 important principles to make this fast, easy, and practical. The first idea is that while unlocking a ton of different Wii U's is impractical, unlocking just one setup is pretty easy. It takes a long time, but if one person can do it and can share it with everyone, then we're good. If you do that on a 3DS, fully unlock it, then you can just use that to set up every Wii U you want. You can't unlock the moves on the Wii U, but you can load up preset builds, and that comes to the second point. Setting up movesets might take some time, 20 to 40 seconds, but if you have them already set up, then it's really fast. For instance, I pick Rosalina here. I can pick her default, which is all the moves she'd have if customization were off, and then I have 6 setups here that all have different movesets that I can just pick and go. What I've done is I've consulted all the different character boards and compiled the top 6 movesets for every character. The nature of the balance of custom moves is like most customization systems in games. The top couple of ways to configure a character are going to be picked by 90% of players. If you include the top 6 options, which is a whole lot, then you're probably going to satisfy more than 99% of your player base. So for 99% of players, they can just hit the button, pick it, and go. You don't have to unlock anything. They don't have to bring any extra equipment. You can just do it. And in terms of understanding what's there, it's really simple. That 4-number code is just that. It's a code to tell you what's in that moveset. It goes neutral, side, up, and down on the special moves. 2313 on Rosalina corresponds to Luma Warp, Shooting Star Bit, the default Launch Star, and Guardian Luma. The in-game menus actually refer to these things by these numbers, so anyone who's familiar with a character will be familiar with what all of these numbers mean, so it's a very easy to use system. Now you might be asking, how about that 1% of players? We really don't want to ban options just because they're unpopular. And how do you even set this up? Both of those problems are solved, again, with 3DS import. Players who have unusual preferences, those preferences that less than 1% of players would go for, have probably researched this on their own 3DS, so they can just import it on tournament day. At a cost of 40 seconds, that's more time than you'd want to spend on every set, but it's a pretty reasonable amount to spend on less than 1% of sets. And setting it up through the 3DS is also a pretty fast and easy process. I just have to hit a couple of buttons on my 3DS here to link these two setups. And then I'm in the driver's seat on the Wii U. All I have to do is pick a character, and I'll see all the loadouts I have for that character on the 3DS. I can just pick as many as I want to transfer. For instance, I can do all 8 at once, or I could just pick one. Hit OK, and then I see all the spots I have open for that character on the Wii U. Even if they're not open, I could overwrite them. But since Mario isn't set up for me, I'm just going to put him into these 8. And that has Mario set up, so he'll be usable on this Wii U with those 8 setups from the 3DS forever. And you notice 9 and 10 are open. That way on tournament day, if someone brings their own 3DS, they can load into one of those 2 slots. You have 2 people playing each other, so even on the incredible off chance that you have a Mario Ditto where they both want different weird builds, 9 and 10 are open for them. And there's Mario. And if you have a clean slate on the Wii U and just want to transfer en masse, it's actually really quick. For instance, I'll just pick Luigi, X start, and Luigi's done. I actually measured how long it takes to transfer everything from 3DS to Wii U. It takes between 13 and 14 minutes. I'm not going to say that's super fast, but I have to do this once ever, and then my Wii U is fully ready for use in tournament, from now to the rest of time. It's a really easy, friendly system. 99% of players will be able to pick what they want with no delay at all. The remaining 1% will have an easy avenue to, in quick order, get what they want onto the Wii U and play the game they want to play. The logistical problems are solved, and TOs who want to see the incredible variety that custom moves bring this game can put their minds at ease and make them legal without worrying about their tournaments being sunk by these logistics. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and I really hope you guys give this project a try. It really was hundreds of people throughout the community who came together to make this happen, each one of them confirming what the best movesets were and contributing all sorts of ideas to hone and refine this. So, like I said, give it a try. I'll see you in Smash.